let's talk about wire. So the wire is obviously your next most important thing when it comes to wire wrapping. You have your tools and you have your wire. Everything else is just whatever you desire in between. With wire and you're just first starting out, I always recommend a copper wire to start. There are a lot of different options out there and they will vary in how forgiving they are when it comes to bending and breaking and how hard or soft they are. Copper, I find, is a very good medium range wire that's quite forgiving for bending, and it's firm enough to be able to hold your projects just the way you need them. As you get more practiced, you can move up to things like sterling silver, or even some people work with stainless steel, gold-filled wire. All of these wires are going to be a lot harder for you to work with. They're a lot firmer and they're a lot less forgiving when it comes to breakage. On the other hand, some people wind up starting with aluminum wire because they give it a feel and it's quite soft, it feels really pliable. But be wary, in my personal experience, aluminum is too soft. So whatever you wrap with it, it'll bend and it won't stay exactly where you wanted it to stay put if you do, say, a fancy design like a little extra coil on the front of your piece. It's just not going to hold up quite as well. And it's prone to coming apart. Copper wire, I find, is the best starting place for people. The next thing with wire is we're going to talk about gauge. That's the size of the wire. And it's a bit confusing because it kind of goes opposite from what you think. So the bigger the number, so a 22 gauge, is actually a thinner wire than, say, an 18 gauge. So an 18 gauge is actually a thicker wire. So it can be a little bit confusing. I'll link a chart as well, and that'll help keep you on track. When it comes to wire wrapping, most pendants, the gauge that I recommend to start with pretty much for everything is a 22 gauge. This is also a 0.6 millimeter wire. That's kind of my go-to for everything. Now you can branch out. Some projects I will use an 18 gauge just as, say, a decoration on one side. If I'm making rings, then I'll actually go to a 20 gauge wire, which is just a little bit thicker than that 22 gauge, and it gives a little bit more stability. So there is a plus and a minus to that sizing, but I find 22, if you just want to buy one spool of wire, get a 22 gauge wire. That is going to give you the most well-rounded size for what you need. Now, say if you got a really heavy pendant, like a really heavy stone, you might want to go a little bit thicker, things like that. But to start, 22 is a good place to start, and you can learn from there what is going to work best for you. So just to show you up close here against my hand, some different gauges of wire. So first here I have a 0.4 millimeter, which is a 26 gauge wire. So you can see it's quite thin and malleable. Then next I have a 22 gauge wire, which is a 0.6 millimeter. That's the one I recommend the most. You can see it's definitely a little firmer. And then last here is the 20 gauge wire, which is a 0.8 millimeter. And so, like, I mean, a 0.8 to a 0.6 millimeter doesn't sound like a lot, but honestly, it does make a big difference. You can already see how much stiffer that wire is to work with.